Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. You're welcome to Insight with Dara. So today we'll be learning how to cut a princess bustier. So the first thing you should do is to take the bust measurement. This measurement is 42. The bust measurement is 42. Divide by 4 inches. We have 10 and a half plus additional 4 inches. So this is it here. We have 14 and a half here, 14 and a half here all through. Then the half length, this is, we are working with 16 as the half length. We added 1 inches to it, making 17. So the next thing you are going to do is to get the chest measurement. We are working with 9. Then after the chest measurement, you measure the shoulder to the nipple. We are working with 10. The shoulder to nipple is 11, so I'm adding half inch to it, making it 10, 11 and a half. Then we have under bust round. That's from the shoulder to the under bust. It's 14. I'm adding half inch to it, making it 14 and half. If you have your ruler, you can just rule it out. So the next thing you are going to do is to get the distance from one of the nipple to the other nipple, the distance of one bust to the other. So this is, for this person, is 3 and a half plus additional half inch. Will be making 4 inches. So you mark the 4 inches all round like this. So at the point you have your under bust, this is the under bust here, UD. This is the shoulder to the nipple, this is the chest line. At the point you have the under bust, you mark outside 1.5 inch. Then inside, that's forward, you mark half inch. Then you connect this to these 4 inches you have here. You connect it like this, as you can see. Then this is the waist. From the waist, we will still measure our 4 inches. The same 1.5 we measured here, we'll measure it down. Then half inch here again. Then you connect it like this. So this is what we have here. So we'll get the shoulder measurement, that's the back measurement. For this person, it's 16 inches. 16 inches divided by 2, we have 8 inches. So you mark 8 inches here. And at the chest measurement also, you mark 8 inches and connect. You connect it together. So at the point where you've marked, this is 7 as the armhole already. So you divide the armhole, this is 9 we have here, by 2. We'll have 4.5. At this point you have 4.5. You mark half inch at the upper part and mark half inch at the lower part. Then you connect this to this. So I'm just going to be using my hand to connect it. If you have a ruler, you can do same. Remember, we are cutting a princess bustier. So this is it here. This is what we have here. So we'll go and cross check our measurement. The bust is 42. 42 divided by 4, 10 and a half. Then this, we are going to be removing it. This is 1 inch. You add the 1 inch to it. Then the joining allowance, because you know we are going to cut this off, so I will be rejoining it 1 inches. You add 1 inch to it again. Then the seam allowance 2 inches. So as you can see, this is complete already. Then you come to the under bust round and calculate the measurement The under bust is 35 inches. So 35 divided by 4 will have a 8 3/4. So you mark it here. Then this, we are going to remove all this from it. This is 2 inches. You replace it. Then the joining allowance, because after removing this, we'll have to join it together again. We'll add 1 inch. Then the seam allowance 2 inches. So this person, her waist and her under bust is the same. So I will still repeat the same measurement down here. This is a 8 3/4 plus this, which is 2 inches. You replace it. Then joining allowance of 1 inch. Then sewing the same allowance of 2 inches. Then you just connect like this. So we are done. Then the armhole, I will advise you move forward a little by 1.5. You can just curve it out. It's when we are done with the joining, we'll come back again and reshape the armhole. So I'll go ahead and cut it now. So it's when we're done, we'll come back and then on this side, so this is what we have. This is it here. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my neck measurement. So I'm working with 4 inches. This is 4 inches by 5.5. I'll just connect it like this. I'll mark it again. I'm working with 5.5, sorry. Mark with 4 inches here and connect. I want to open it and construct the armhole. So this is it. This is the neckline I want to give the clothes. I don't want it to be this sharp, so I will just curve it like this. And I still want to extend this by 1/2 inch, so it can be around 6 inches. So this is fine. So this is the kind of neckline I will be making for the front. Then we did not slant the shoulder. This is how the neckline will look like. So I'm going to join the shoulder together again. Then I'll put it. So the next thing you'll do is to just slant the shoulder. We are taking 1 inch at this edge, then we connected it to this. So we'll just be cutting it out. So this is what we have. This is what we have. So let's get down to the back. This is the back. What I did is to use the bust 42 divided by 4. We have 10 and a half plus additional 2 inches for seam allowance. Then we have like 1/3 for the zip allowance. Usually I would have made it 2 inches, but because I want to manage the fabric, so I'm going with 1/3. So the first thing I'm going to do is to rule out the zip allowance. That's 1/3 all through. Then I'll just connect it. Then the next thing is to get the back measurement or shoulder measurement, which is 16 divided by 2, which is 8. Then remember our chest measurement 9 for the armhole. Then we'll still come down here at the point we have the 9. We'll still take the mark the 8 inches for the back and connect. We connect it like this. Then we'll get the midpoint of the 9 inches, which is 4.5. Then we'll mark 1/3 inside. We mark 3/4. You can use 1 inch, but I'm going with 3/4. Then you mark 1/8 at this point. If you have your ruler, you can use it to curve it like this. So it just so. Then we'll go over to our calculation. This is the bust measurement plus additional 2 inches for seam allowance. Then this is the waist measurement. At this point, I want to do the construction of the dart. I'm going to be cutting it off. So I'll mark the same one nipple to nipple I did in front. I'm going to mark 4 inches here. Then I'll mark 1/2 inch. Then additional 1/2 inch. Then I will advise you to get your neck round before you do this construction. We went ahead to use 4 in front, so we are going to still use 4, but this will be going down by 7 inches. 4. Then we'll connect. Then we'll still mark the 1/8 here. So this is a U round neck. This is how to get it. Then the shoulder slant, you still mark the 1 inch here and connect it. So the waist is 35. That is 8/3 plus additional 1 inch for that, then 2 inches for the seam allowance. So I'll just connect it. But please let us cross check properly before we cut. So I'll just connect this. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to mark 1 inch here and get the center point of this, the midpoint of 12. So I'm going to mark 1 inch like this, then get the midpoint and connect it. something like this. So we'll go ahead and cut it now. So we have it ready. So we'll just go ahead and cut the lining now. So guys, this is the wording we're going to be putting. This is it. This is a bit thick. So but we have some that are lighter. The first one. So guys, we want to cut our wording. So this is it here. So I'll just fold it and place it on it. Mind you, I'm not going to be putting the wording all through the clothes, the fabric. So this is it. So I'll go ahead and cut it. This is let me just show you. I'm going to make this straight. So this is it. So from this point, I'll just shift it up a bit. I'm going to mark 5.5 inches. So I'm going to be forming a circle like this. So I'll go ahead and this is the front. Sorry, this is the center. Then I'll place one of this. Go and sew. Secure it down and I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew it. So it's very important to pin it. So I'll just go and sew it. So guys, this is what we have. This is it here. This is it. So you can iron it out so that the shape can come out very well. So after doing that, the next thing is showing the princess Bustier. So we'll sew like this and we'll turn the two sides. So guys, I'm going to fix my lining. So there's something you should remember. Remember we did not construct the armhole for the front. So I'm going to be using the back. This is the armhole for the back. So I'm just going to place it and use it to cut this out. So I'll be placing the two together, using the armhole for the back to cut it. So that's what we are going to do. Since we are done sewing, it's not the this is it. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So this is it here. So but when you want to join the back and the front, you should still cross check to know if the armhole is okay. So guys, we've come to the end of today's video. If you find this tutorial helpful, kindly subscribe to this channel and click the notification button to be notified when I drop a new video. Thank you guys for watching.